Eri, thanks very much for joining us. Always a pleasure to see you. Tell me a little bit more in terms of your kind of insights, particularly on, I guess, the education sector in terms of real estate, but also how you're seeing the innovation districts, particularly in the light of the current health crisis.
There can be great synergies between the education sector and the real estate sector. The education sector itself has been growing, and I think under the impact of this health crisis will continue to increase its investment and research into health issues, biotech and life sciences. I believe that it will become a diversification tool for universities as well after the negative impact they are experiencing by lower international number of students and their dependence on their finances on these. We could be seeing a shift towards even more research and development. And the synergies with the real estate sector, I think, can be great and can be very beneficial both for the education institutions and the real estate investors. Real estate investors can invest into secure long-term income streams into science parks or other functions of the education and the universities. And the universities at the same time can raise more capital to focus into their research activities.
So does this mean that you think that there's maybe more of an opportunity now for sale and leaseback, particularly in the sort of education sector?
I believe there could be. Universities can create these synergies with the private sector with investment through sale and leasebacks. It's an opportunity which I think also the investors are happy to embrace. Because they are more prepared to go into mixed use in environments, as it were, because also what universities do normally would be more mixed use in environments. And additionally, for investors can also tick another box, the box of about impact investing and combining a total return with a social return as well.
And do you think that the current crisis is going to intensify interest, particularly in the life sciences, healthcare sector more generally, and specifically from a real estate point of view?
The dynamic of the sector, we have been observing it with the amount of venture capital that has been going there. Indicatively, last year it was 3.7 billion in Europe, and that was already over 20% above the year before. Again, the opportunities for the real estate sector they're lying into the bricks and mortar aspect of this. All these, they need labs, they need offices, they need science parks, and these science parks, in order to be viable and attractive for talent, they also need to be mixed use. They need to have accommodation, they need to have accelerators, they need to have incubators, they need also all the support amenities. And that's not the core business of educational institutions. It's the business. It's the real estate business.
Particularly looking at it through the lens of a winning cities agenda, how important do you think this is in terms of innovation and attracting human talent and retaining that human capital?
In our analysis and rankings of cities and considering which are winning cities. First, the knowledge economy, and as a consequence, the attraction and retention of talent are very important. We give a very high scoring into this, which means that these kind of innovation districts that we are discussing, and generally cities that do attract and create hubs of research, of life sciences, of biotech. They have a very high chances to attract this talent. These initiatives also give the opportunity to young talent to develop new ideas.
Thanks very much. Always good to speak to you, Eri, and look forward to catching you up soon. Thanks very much.
You do, Richard. Thank you very much.